take it off. Okay, good. Perfect, you're doing great. I want you to hit the intro.
Recover the football! The Tigers jump on the loose football! Oh, Blake Griffin coughed it up as he...
Tiger fans are on their feet.
As they should be.
He pulls it in for the 25-yard touchdown in Erie, Colorado. You are title town today. Tigers are on top by 2 scores.
Cam 1. Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Joining me is Cole Powell as we set you up for this girls matchup between the Erie Tigers and the Longmont Trojans. Big game for both these teams here as we enter into league play. So glad that you could be a part of it here tonight. Cole, so glad you could join us up here in the broadcast booth tonight. First time you've really been up here in the crow's nest. You know, you're already pretty tall, but I think this is even tall for you.
Yeah, I believe, and I appreciate you having me on. It was going to be a fun experience.
All right, so Cole Powell, the future Eastern Michigan player, will be calling color through both games here tonight as we get you all set for this one. Starting lineup for the Erie Tigers: Sophie Husk, Juliet Slater, Addie Greenlee, Nat Fetters, and Tegan Cerveny. Your starting lineup tonight for the Erie girls. And, well, when you think about this Erie girls basketball season, we've talked a little bit about the challenge of kind of overcoming a big injury from Reagan Allen, and they have done pretty well this year as they look to just kind of continue that ascent up the league standings. 11-7 overall, 5-3 in league play entering tonight. And tonight a big one for them as they take on the Longmont Trojans. As Will trying to get settled with the headset there, and the Tigers win the tip. Longmont 6-13. They are 3-6 in league play here tonight. Slater will start with the ball. High post for Cerveny. Kick out to Slater. She'll drive in toward the baseline, knifes her way into the paint, gets her own rebound. Trying to shovel it out to Cerveny, and they'll reset the offense here. Half a minute gone by here in this first quarter of play. Husk with it. We'll work it around the arc. That's Fetters. Off to Slater, back in the corner to Husk. Longmont playing man, but really sagging off on the weak side, trying to help into the paint. Tigers being patient, methodical here as Husk will drive and kick. Long possession here for the Tigers. It'll fall into the arms of Cerveny. Tegan goes up out the window, too strong, couldn't get the board, but a nice minute-long possession there for the Tigers as Longmont will bring it up the floor. We'll pass into the elbow. That one is swiped away and knocked out of bounds.
Great showing by the student section.
Probably the best showing so far this year, at least from Mr. Bird's opinion. Inbounding the ball here is Kayla Patterson. Tried to squeeze it in there to Tara Brubaker. We've called a few Brubakers in our time. Seems like, anyways. Luna ready with it. Kick out there. That was Klish. Tigers starting out. Man defense. And folks, forgive me for just a moment. We have a double stream going on right now on the ATN, so we are trying to fix that. Cole, about to put you in a unique, uncomfortable spot. If you want to describe the
All right.
action, go for it.
Ball's down in the key, out to the corner, back down to the key. Longmont really moving the ball here. Back out. Back to the logo. And to the top of the key. And their first points on the board. Tigers bring the ball up, right down the middle. Seem to be running a some sort of scheme. And a three. Oh. No rebound there, but fast break coming down. A nice block, great block.
Put the scoreboard up for me. There you go. Oh.
And fast break back.
Sorry, Cole, let me interrupt here for just a minute. Hey, in like input number, it's either 2 or 3, it says VLC. I need you to, wherever it's like has a gray screen, I just need you to right click and hit reset. So right click right in the middle of the input and hit reset. Yep, perfect. Scoreboard. All right, we're good. All right, you know, we got this going on here. A little nervous there for a second, but we are up and cooking with some gas here. Almost midway through this first quarter. Quick
tip out of bounds right there, and Longmont has the ball.
Tigers trying to trap here, and a foul call. That'll be the first foul in the half for the Tigers. First foul in the quarter. And I think that one was Nat Fedders that got assigned that one. So Longmont will reset here. Just over 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jumper from the short corner, a bump, and a foul call. That was Sophia Husk. That's going to get called for the little tap on the arm. And to the line to shoot two will be Zia Gonzalez, the senior, for the Trojans. Gotta love the defensive intensity from the Tigers, though, early in this one.
Yeah, I believe that's in key from a little bit of power that it comes with the student section as well. A little bit of factor of intimidation. Great job by these girls, though, so far.
Gonzalez trying to measure up. The second one just off on the left side. A lane violation. I think they're pointing to Greenlee. Got going a little bit quick there. I'm actively recruiting Greenlee to try out some golf this spring. We'll see if that works. Free throw's good. So 3-0 lead, still one possession as Erie will walk it up the floor looking for their first points of the night. Fedders with it. Longmont's been pretty tough defensively so far. I don't know if the JV game was any indication as that deep shot will come up short, but the Tigers found themselves down like 17-3 and then came back and romped the rest of the way. So varsity also taking a little bit of time to get settled into this one. Missed shot following for the rebound was Klisch and then knocked out of bounds, and that will be Erie basketball to the cheers of some boys down there. They're getting after it here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know this was going to be like this tonight?
Yeah, I believe Cerveny and Coach Geiger found a deal about some pizza, and why not come support these great girls play basketball.
3 ball in the way. Caden, do me a favor. Make sure we're up at camera 1 when we're in an offensive set. Switching those cameras between downtimes. Hey, we're always announcing and coaching. It's a labor of love here on the ETN.
Tigers in full court press.
Yeah, but see if that pressure maybe can get a quick bucket here, and a travel called on the Trojans. 3:44 left to go here in the first quarter. Tigers still scoreless here early in this one, but the defensive pressure has been stellar so far from this Tiger side. Slater will bring it up with the left hand across the midline. Fetters into the corner and a foul away from the ball on Greenlee. They're going to call that an illegal screen and a shove. Yep. Her first, that's the team third now for the Tigers here in this quarter. Right now, Cole, just seems like not quite in the flow on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think once they get that confidence point, I think it can stack up after that. I think they just need to find that point and find that easy bucket for them to get that confidence.
It's like what, the first time you get hit in a game and that gets you into the game? Or?
Yeah, take away the butterflies. That's what I always said, and that's what Coach Hegman always preached. But just to kind of put your feet in the water, and once your feet are in the water, then you'll be fine.
And out of bounds, they'll say that Juliet Slater was the last one to touch that. Coach Serve going to look for some answers on the bench here. We will see Matt Carver come in, as well as Lila Cerveny. Longmont trying to work it here against a little trapping defense. 2-3 zone on the Tigers. That's one thing I love about Coach Serve. He always throws different looks at you defensively throughout the game. When kind of a little stoppage, you see a coach dial up a play against a defense that they expect, he'll throw something else at you. Slater will bring it over the midline, crossover dribble. Trying to find some space in the gaps. Tigers will reset. Just got to see it go through the hoop once here. See if that will spark the Tigers on. Cerveny with it, back to Juliet. Juliet, little hesitation, runner off the glass, no good. Tapped out by Teagan, and that will remain Longmont basketball. And the Tigers just kind of scratching their heads offensively right now.
Yeah, like what you were saying with that defense earlier, they were watching some of the JV game. They were really using those complex defenses, and that changeup of defense was really messing with Longmont in the JV game.
And a travel called. This is the best student section I've seen in a couple years, Cole.
I honestly invented that little clock down back at Broomfield a couple weeks ago. We started doing it, and it really started to mess with teams. And so I assume Nolan and Brady Colehan down there are keeping that in sight.
Runner can't get it to go as Slater, but draws the foul and will go to the line. The Tigers still looking here for their first points tonight. That's the first team foul of the quarter for the Trojans. And we'll see if Juliet, the leading scorer for this Tiger team, can't finally find a bucket, and we got one.
There we go.
So see if that maybe puts some juice into the Tigers here. That one is good. Addie Greenlee will check back in for Lila Cerveny. Little bounce across the key here. Tapped out. Nice steal from the Tigers, trying to get easy points, and another foul, and Juliet will go back to the line, and that's good defense turning into offense. Juliet solid from the stripe here in this one. Tigers a chance to take their first lead of the night. That's what we said. You just got to get one to fall, and Juliet couldn't get that one, but manufacturing some points here. She averages almost 13 a game, does Juliet, the only Tiger in double figures on the season. Trap defense here from Longmont. Three ball, and that's blocked. And the official says that caught her on the arm. The student's giving some jeers about all ball. And that free throw is up and good.
Longmont back with the lead.
Cole, if you're Coach Serve, what kind of adjustments you making out there?
Honestly, I'm just to kind of calm down a little bit. I think if I forgot who the foul was on, but if she came up a little bit slower. But honestly, there's not much you can do this early in the game. And I feel like if you have some of those penalties and some of those kind of plays where your body and the other team, that's always good.
Spoken like a true football player. Greenlee with it. Left-hand dribble across the arc. Tigers trying to work it into the paint here. Little cut, 3-ball. Buried, and the Tigers take the lead on the Addie Greenlee 3-ball. Tigers continue with some full court pressure, and I tell you what, full court pressure after a made bucket, a lot easier to execute than trying to do that off a missed bucket.
Student section's attempt on counting down work that time.
Hey, even if it causes you to rush just a little bit.
Great hustle by these girls right here.
Tigers forcing some turnovers here. Fetters with it in transition. They'll feed it into the post with Cerveny. Kick out, 3-ball on the way. Off the back iron, tapped back out, and re-corralled there by Fetters, and they'll restart the offense. Driving in, the runner couldn't get it to go, and the Tigers, there's just a lid on that hoop. One field goal made here in the quarter for Erie, a low-scoring affair. Tigers will continue to trap here into the backcourt. Feed into the paint, jumper, that's off the mark, and Greenlee with the nice rebound there. Now she'll take it coast to coast, kicks, Matt Carver dials in a 3, that's too strong, and rebound on the weak side. And Longmont, I think, will probably try and play for last shot here. Dump into the post, kick, shot is up and good. Nice little execution there right at the end. Emery Klisch with the bucket. We're going to take a timeout, quick 1-minute commercial break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Dangers and confusions, and the paths would often swerve. There were constant disillusions, but they never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions, and they got what they deserved. Not a sigh and not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joys of day and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy, I was vain, I was haughty, I was smug, we were happy, it was fun, we were blind, and we went into the woods together.
Okay, there we go. Now hit the scoreboard up. All right, welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network.
Longmont taking the ball out after the short break here after the first quarter. And down to the corner, 3. And far side, too strong for that one. Fast break, down to Natalie. Oh, and a foul drawn on number 24, Longmont.
That one on Luna Reedy. Might be ready. See if the Tigers can't get their offense going a little bit here. One field goal made in that first quarter as Slater will just miss the front end of her 2 free throws. Juliet on the season is a 69% free throw shooter coming into tonight.
And Lila Cerveny checks in.
Nice steal there from Husk. Into Slater, the foul. No, they'll call that on the floor.
Yeah, I think this is the start of the fire that's going to be lit, and right here, because having the ball down on this side for the start of the whole second quarter really allows for them to kind of strategize and honestly calm down.
Fetters will inbound it here. Greenlee drives, kicks. And that will reset here between the circles. Longmont in a zone now. Fetters drives, stops, pops, couldn't get to go. Nice offensive board by Cerveny. And a carry is going to be called on Juliet Slater.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are really kind of hurting themselves right now. I think, honestly, this calm down piece needs to kind of come in.
Ball slapped into the backcourt and a timeout call. Trying to avoid a 10-second call are the Trojans. We'll stay right here, 30-second timeout. This is our reminder to tell you to like this video, subscribe to Erie Tiger Network. You can also click that notification icon and be notified anytime we go live here on the ETN. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, although that's, I feel like, mostly yearbook content these days. But the Tigers and Trojans all score up at 7. Erie has dominated possession. If it was a time of possession metric in basketball, there is in your sport, Cole, it would be tilted in Erie's favor. Unfortunately, just haven't been able to find the bottom of the hoop. And there's another steal. This trapping pressure has given the Trojans fits tonight. They'll reset. Here are the Tigers looking for an open shot. One thing Longmont has done really well is defend the paint. The Tigers have not gotten clean layup looks. A lot of shots coming from the outside. Husk will drive. That floater won't good. And when they do kind of get at least, 15 feet from the bucket or any runners, Tigers just can't get them to fall. Longmont with it. Shot coming from the elbow. That's no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Trying to get out on the fast break. Fetters will reset here with Slater. 6:20. Wide open three. Just off the mark. Cerveny trying to tap it out. Picked up by the Trojans. Greenlee trying to get back on defense. Cut off any fast break chance. That shot's off the mark. Rebounded on the weak side. Partially blocked, but a foul called here on Nat Fetters. That is going to be the first team foul on Erie in this quarter. That is going to be the second team foul on Nat Fetters. So, timeout on the floor for Coach Serve and full timeout. We will step aside for 30 seconds here on the Erie Tiger Network. Can do that. All right, we are not taking a break, as you can see. Don't forget to scoreboard up there, Merrick.
Yeah, back hearing some of those words from the huddle during that timeout. Cerveny is obviously a little angered, I would say. But I think, honestly, he just wants his girls to calm down and play how they've known to play in this whole year.
Passion is what I would describe that as.
Dedication. You can tell Serve really loves his team. And that's seen in the passion is brought during those timeouts.
Coach Serve, a girl dad, obviously 2 daughters on this team, but he loves coaching this team.
Fun fact about Serve, he was a Skyline football coach before this job.
Longmont in a zone. They'll force almost turnover. That'll go back to Erie. The official getting on Coach Fox down there saying, stop playing the music.
And back up top.
Greenlee will kick. Matt Carver. Still an effective zone here from Longmont. Slater. Tigers will reset here. Long defensive possession for Longmont. If you're Erie, just keep cutting. There's an open look. Off the mark. Man, Erie cannot buy a bucket. I'll tell you this much, though. If you're Longmont, you're not feeling too great being up 1, and basically Erie's missed every shot.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, the Longmont coach should have a little bit more passion and little words to say to their team, because in these in these scenarios, you need to be scoring. If you're on defense for that long and you're playing that well of defense, you should be able to get the ball back and cause some turnovers, where they're kind of just playing their zone and getting in their mesh, and it's not honestly getting that many buckets.
4:51 on the clock here. Trojans inbound. Tigers have been effective at that, getting hands in the passing lanes, blocking shots. Longmont just hasn't had that many shot attempts. Husk trying to feed it down to Gervany. Slater tried to drive in. That was last touch, kicked off of a Longmont leg. The fans didn't like it, but that was kicked by a Trojan down in the block. Erie still with 1 made field goal in this half. And still. But the saying, defense travels, or in this case, can perform at home. And
ball back for the Tigers. Tip out of bounds there. But yeah, Longmont's playing this. We used to call it a pinwheel defense back when I played basketball in 5th grade. But I'm not sure what it's called now, but it's keeping that person in the middle, because Erie runs Tegan Cerveny up in kind of the high post, or they have been running, not much anymore, but just that rotation on the point guard and the rotation out to the other guards to keep everyone on their toes and to cover the passing points.
Husk fires a 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded away. Trojans will push the pace. If you're Erie, you've done a good job getting your hands in the passing lanes, but that hasn't led to fast breaks. And there's a foul, and that almost dropped in there. And so 2 free throws coming for the Trojans. A foul on Tegan Cerveny. That is her 2nd. As to the line goes Luna Reedy. Juliet will check in. Shot is up, and that one is good. 1 possession game, 3-point lead here for Longmont. Slater trying to engineer something here. Tigers' one made bucket off a three-pointer. I believe that was Sophia Husk.
Yeah.
Husk thought about another three there. Trying to dribble handoff to Fetters. Slater. There's a nice head fake from Fetters. Goes up. Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Greenlee. Carver will dial up a deep two. That one's off the front of the iron. And maybe a little bit of a frustration foul there from Matt Carver. As Erie looking for answers. We are not going to go to commercial, as that has been a challenge here. A graphic was loaded into our ad card, so we'll just have to delete that out. Merrick, I'll run down there at halftime and help you fix that. Tiger fans, we will be live with the boys game following this as they take on the Trojans as well. Thursday night will be a huddle stream. Parent-teacher conferences are that night. Maybe I'll talk a little bit with the pals, be like, what the heck is Cole doing? Trying to step all over the play-by-play guy's calls, and he's not even in the ATN Live class. By the way, next week is Wish Week here at Erie High School. Tigers have adopted a Make-A-Wish kid, and there'll be different ways you can fundraise all week as a Erie Tiger, and that's accompanied with a Spirit Week as well. So, cool thing we do here at Erie, and I know Mr. Salzeider's put a lot of work into making that week a success.
Push on 24 there. As I was looking into and trying to listen on previous timeout on Cerveny, he's saying who's going to do it. And I think they're looking for someone to step up and take that role and really score some points for him right here.
Got to get someone with that dog mentality. Trying to speak your language there, Cole. Husk. No one wanting to fire a three right now for Erie because they've come up empty. But tell you what, it's hard to rebound in a zone defense. So if you're Erie, and that's open, I almost say fire it away.
Yeah, I see the same philosophy. Why dance around why dance around when you can maybe make a three or get it to someone who can make that three? Maybe get some confidence boost into their mentality right here.
Longmont in the zone again. Greenlee will rotate it. Tigers trying to work it quickly. Deep two, that's off the mark. And under a minute to go here in the half. Tigers down by 3. Nice pass in the post, foul, and 1. They're going to call Sophia Husk because she kind of landed on top of. That was Tara Brubaker. And so a 2-possession lead and a chance to make it 6 points here from the stripe.
Yeah, that foul right there is a little hard because you come down, she gets the ball quick, and then you try to make a play to get your team a little riled up, make a big block, and sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Husk in the short corner. Slater, step back 3. Husk with the offensive board. Carver with the 3. That's off the mark. And the Tigers right now
Jump ball.
just feels like they couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat.
Yeah, sitting in this little lull here of points. Just looking for, I'd say be looking for a 2, something easy, maybe getting it to Tegan Cerveny.
Fetters looking in. Gets to Slater. Nice feed there. Shot's no good, but that's what you want. You want that cut from the high post, and at least you can earn points the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and that's a great way to draw a foul, especially in a zone when everyone's kind of collapsing down on that post, like you were saying earlier, on how there's that post defense is so keen in the zone, and when you get that collapsed down, you're bound to find fouls.
So Cerveny trying to make it a one-possession game again, and does. And Tegan hits both from the stripe. Tegan on the year. I thought I had that pulled up.
There we go.
Steal.
Nice
Still
steal.
can't get the layup. You feel like the worm will turn at some point. Greenlee driving in, gets bumped, and she will go to the line with 1.8 seconds left. One thing you got to love about this Erie roster, very young. The lone senior, Jocelyn Klickna, on this roster, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores that contribute to meaningful minutes. Greenlee, one of those. And Addie will bury the second.
As
two-point game.
As well as Lila, too. She's a freshman who's actually has a large amount of minutes being a freshman.
And that should do it. So the Tigers trail to the Trojans here at halftime, 12-10. We will take we're going to mute our mics, and we're going to go fix our ad cart.
Disillusions, but they never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions, and they got what they deserve. Not a sighing, not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joys today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy, I was vain, I was haughty, I was smug, we were happy, it was fun, we were blind, and we went into the woods together.
You are watching the ETN.
I wasn't born a leader.
It wasn't given to me.
I couldn't buy it.
How'd I get here?
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
I decided.
Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Are you tired of living your life with constant aches and pains? Worth Chiropractic understands your pain and is here to help you reclaim your life. Dry needling, cupping, adjustments, and rehab are all things we specialize in. If you have a problem, we can find a solution. Worth Chiropractic, helping Erie one patient at a time.
Hi, Brandon Bird here, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Moon Holistics, and specifically the owner, Mike Moon. We have been friends for over 20 years now, and I can personally attest to what a great man of character he is, and he is someone that will care deeply about getting you and your health to where it needs to be from a holistic approach. So I encourage you to partner with him in search for any of your holistic health needs. Just check him out online.
And we're back after a short break, and Mr. Bird had to go fix some of the commercial things, but we're back. Tigers now have the ball down at their side now. Great move there, and a great point that laid down.
Tigers needed that, Cole.
Yes, sir.
First minute out of the gate. Nice little steal there on the quick hands from Teagan. Tie game, but it feels like the Tigers, if they just find a little bit of an offensive groove, could maybe make a run.
Rough steal right there, but
you know, Longmont A little bit of a struggle on the season, as we kind of mentioned, with their records earlier in the game. Sometimes we always felt like, as coaches, you saw a record, you know, you've kind of dominated possession. It's where you say, hey, you need to go out and just know how the story is going to end tonight. So just remind them of that and take it. Husk will drive. Greenlee. Tigers still can't buy a mid-range shot. Tracked in the corner, and Husk another foul. I believe that is foul number 4. Yeah, that's a tough one for the Tigers. Sophia, the second leading scorer in this team, 8.4 points a game. So they won't have her. We probably won't see her for another 8 or 9 minutes in this game.
Rebound by Greenlee, taking it up the court. And Teagan for a basket.
So that's the first lead of the night for Erie. Is that right?
Yes. Well, they were tied earlier and 3-3, and then now it was 12-12. But I believe it's the first lead.
Now it's 14-12. It's a lead, first lead.
That's great, especially going into this timeout here with a little bit of confidence. if I'm Coach Serve, I'm coming in and trying to build on this and maybe drawing up a play here.
So a 2-point lead here for the Tigers. 5:38 remaining. You had 2 quick buckets in the quarter. The Tigers in the first half, 1 made field goal. Already in the first 90 seconds here, 2 made field goals in the second half. So that's what I mean. If you can keep stacking a couple together, you go on a run and kind of widen out this margin.
Yeah, and I think that starts where kind of the great block there. And 1.
Foul and the bucket for the Trojans.
Yeah, like I was saying, the adding on to it and then being able to build that and kind of with the students and with the atmosphere around this, being able to take that and take advantage of it and really bury this team. That was my strategy as a football player, was to dig the grave in the first half and then put them in it later.
Drive and a foul called on the drive. Eastern Michigan, the Eagles, is that right?
Yes, sir. All 3 of the commits on the football team are some form of bird.
All right, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to credit myself.
Yeah,
on that
credit
one.
yourself.
Yeah.
I would agree.
1-point lead here for Longmont.
Tigers dropping into a zone here, getting out of man a little bit, trying to get that mix up.
Tell you what, Longmont's saying, you're saying all the junk up in the box about ending this one, get going on a run. We're going to keep this thing close, and that is certainly what they've done tonight, is they've made life difficult on the Tigers trying to drive into the paint. Both, it doesn't matter what defense they've done, they've really sealed off the key pretty well.
Yeah, and I believe that's in spite of number 15. She's quite tall, and she's kind of got that mentality like we were talking about earlier, being able to jump in and not afraid to kind of get a little physical.
So push on Longmont. That is the 3rd foul now. Nope. Yeah, 3rd foul for Gonzalez. Tigers. Nice little move from Juliet. Oh my goodness, couldn't get that one to fall. It was halfway down before it popped out. Tigers still struggling to make shots. Nice little head fake. Block there, good job by Greenlee. Now here comes Erie. Slater with it over the midline, scans the defense. Tigers trying to run some motion here. They got Greenlee on the wing. Serval bouncing off to Fetters. Kicks. Greenlee. A foul called. I actually thought they might call Addy with a double dribble there as that ball almost got away, but I think it was tipped. And then on the recovery, got hit on the arm. So Greenlee will go to the stripe. That one is up and in. Addy, if you watch this game back, see from the free throw stripe, that's where your golf game can help you.
Oh yeah.
That little mental
short game.
Yeah.
We always used it when I played basketball as a break. You get these back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then someone you get a foul on you, and then you get to take a breath, kind of reset, and take the 2 points. Or 3.
Tigers continue to apply pressure in the backcourt. Tigers, for as many turnovers as they have forced tonight, they just haven't had any fast break looks. A lot of balls hit out of bounds, a lot of rebounds, and Juliet lost her balance, and they will give the ball.
The push.
Oh, it was the official pointed towards Erie. That was clearly the wrong call. I think, and he knew it. The other official was looked at him. It's like, hey, are you sure about that? They did get that corrected.
Greenlee subs back in. Double pick played there by Longmont. And Erie back into this trap technique.
Foul going to be called there on Matt Carver. Tigers did a good job just kind of pushing the ball further and further away from the bucket. Another foul called, and that will be the 5th on Erie. So both teams will be in the double bonus for the last 3:25 of this quarter. Little wrinkle in basketball with the rule changes in the last couple of years where the fouls reset every quarter. No more 1-and-1. That's a one bummer. I always like the 1-and-1. You make the first, earn your second.
I always got confused by that. 3.
Serving
for the easy rebound and putback.
Much needed for the Tigers. 3rd field goal of the quarter. See if the Tigers can force a turnover here, and they do.
If you're consistent with that full court press, it will work.
It has worked like a charm tonight. Biggest lead of the night for Erie. They can stretch this thing out to 2 possessions with a bucket here.
Back out, trying to move this ball to grab a 3. Rebound by Teagan. Out back up top.
Rebounding foul assessed here to Longmont. So we kind of talked in the first half about the idea of launching some shots against the zone, and you sometimes get offensive boards, and it worked out there for the Tigers. And we said double bonus time, so Cerveny will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, sitting in that kind of why not grab it and try to draw something, or even in a rebound penalty, being able to grab that just off of being a dog and trying to get in there and get the ball.
What kind of dog are you, Cole?
I'd like to say I'm an English Mastiff.
Okay, all right.
I used to have that dog when I was younger. His name was Gus. Best dog ever, but he definitely taught me my my mentality. Be big and scary, but still a little nice, you know?
Yeah. Ball near the near timeline.
Tigers back into a zone here, and a steal. Coming back down, fast break. Easy layup, drawing the foul. And Greenlee goes back to the line.
I'll let you call the play-by-play there, Cole.
I'm getting used to it.
You're
a little
eager.
Bit. Shot missed there.
I like it. Go for it. This next 6 minutes is all you on the play-by-play.
Oh, okay.
I'll chime in like
and bucket down.
Like Tom Brady learning to call color.
And freshman Cerveny coming back into the game. Tigers still in full court press. Ball brought down. Taken across middle by their center. And a false start. Going back the other way. Tigers ball.
False start.
Or false.
Travel, I believe,
travel,
is what you're
sorry.
looking for. I love it. The Tigers running kind of it's a 1-2-1-1 press. We used to call it a diamond press. But even when you break that press, kind of rushed once you get into the front court. Sometimes you still commit those turnovers. I love pressing teams.
And Fetters with the ball. Tigers trying to take an easy three here. Trying to get it around, get some open space, and it drops. Fetters with the three.
You're going to have to get a little more hype for that one, Cole, on the next.
And a steal by Fetters. Brings it back down. Rebound. Put back. Fetters with 5 in the past 10 seconds.
A little Reggie Miller out there.
And back into this full court press. They're going to be a little rushed here. They're a little rushed. Crowd now hyped up. And a rebound. Sorry about that. I was fully.
You were full spectator mode there for a moment.
Juliet bringing it down. Fetters back with it. Greenlee out. Back to Fetters. Teagan with the rebound. Pass out to Fetters. Ooh, almost a steal right there. Greenlee pulling it.
Teagan looking like a volleyball player in the block today.
Oh,
you know,
truly.
we watched her a lot. I've never seen her tap out this many boards.
Yeah, I've never heard of that technique before. Kind of new to me, but it seems to be working if she's on her targets. A nice, quick, easy out for possibly a three, and a three, and it lands by 21 on Longmont.
Longmont, much needed bucket. That was a nice run there for the Tigers.
Juliet bringing it down with about 30 seconds left. Fetters with the ball.
I think that was an 11-0 run before that bucket.
And off the leg of 23 on the Trojans. Tigers ball down on RS. Fetters inbounding here. Longmont back into this zone. Juliet brings it out to kind of reset, see what they can work. Fetters down. Teagan sitting at the top of the paint waiting for an opportunity.
Tigers are
going to quarter.
trying to play for last shot there. We're going to take a timeout. It's the quarter, big quarter for the Tigers. They lead at 20.
Dangers and confusions, and the paths would often swerve. There were constant disillusions, but they never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions, and they got what they deserved. Not a sighing, not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joys of day and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy, I was vain, I was
One, Merrick. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network.
Fetters with
Go for it, Cole. Sorry, we're...
And Fetters with a three, and it bangs! That's a great start to the quarter, set the tone.
Oh, no. A little Mike Breen in there.
Oh, back to a steal off this full court press, and drawing a foul. Great hustle there by Fetters.
I'm not sure what is going... Oh, there we go. Our cam 1 was a little bit frozen there for a moment. Sorry about that. That's why you saw the alternate view.
Oh. And Tigers in a stack formation. I'm assuming one of them is going to pop out on the other side of half court. Fetters here with the ball. Juliet driving down, get an easy three out, and it bangs! Tigers back in full court press off this high emotion streak right here. See if they can, ooh. And Natalie draws a foul.
Well, you felt like it was brewing all evening that the Tigers would eventually start stringing together some shots. And, you know, I think it's because you're calling play-by-play. That's the good luck charm.
Might be, might be. Are we good?
Yeah, we're freezing up here, and I'm not totally sure why. Let me.
All right. Still compensate. Erie running a trap. Down into this zone. Little 2-3. Or 1-3-1. Tegan sitting at the top of the paint. Longmont going back and forth up at right at the top of the arc. And a steal by Cervini. Cervini. Oh, carry called on Greenlee. Trojans ball. Looks to be some sort of delay of game. Longmont taking it back up through the midline. Erie still in this 1-3-1 defense. And back to Longmont balls after a little little block there. And back in. Tigers still in this 1-3-1 off the foot. Back down to the corner. Back out. In this trap. And an easy steal for Tegan.
And the Tigers' trap has just absolutely eviscerated the Longmont offense tonight.
Yeah, I think if you get them to pick up the ball, then it's really done from there. And a little pick and roll. Although a hold on 15 on Tegan.
Nice precision pass from Juliet. Helped make that happen. Good roll, good hard roll to the hoop from Tegan.
You always have to hit the roll because, you know, the little bit of confusion from a pick allows for that little 1 second beat where they're not there to slide it right in. Out down to the corner, Juliet driving down. And Longmont gets the rebound. Longmont trying to run it fast down here. Taking an easy jumper and back to Juliet. And Longmont has it back again. Right at the top of the arc and a three. It does not hit. And blue ball. This aggression by the Tigers is truly great. It's really put them in a good position and allowed them to score so many points. And an inbound, a slow mess up, and a fast break. And Juliet coming down with it. And the two.
Almost could have gotten an and one. I know the contact was a hair late, but I thought it was a touch before she landed. Either way, I mean, look, the Tigers had, what, 12 points at the half?
Yeah.
10 points?
Truly a great comeback and a great rally. Longmont taking a timeout here to try to gather themselves and try to put back a lead.
The boys will take to the court following this one. We'll have a new stream up for you. I think Cole will still be rocking the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'll still be up here.
And by the way, state wrestling is this weekend at Ball Arena. I believe the Tigers are sending eight wrestlers
Yeah.
to the state tournament.
I think mainly in that midweight class with 215 being the heaviest. We're not sending the heavyweight this year.
It's kind of where the Tigers have dominated all year, are in those middleweights.
Easily having Hunter Wanaka, Austin Meir, Tyler Meir, and of course the great Carson Hagman. And the Tigers back into this full court press, trying to get this off and causing a little fast break here by Longmont, trying to get an easy score. Longmont kicks it out and a little behind pass. Tigers still in this little trap technique. There we go. And a block, and the Tigers have the ball back. Back to Greenlee, taking it down the midline. Tigers out in a 4-1 look. Almost going out to a 5 with Tegan. Running some sort of scheme here to jump ball, now given to Blue. And inbounding here is 24, going down to 12 to take it down to the midline to see what Longmont can put together. Tigers now into looks to be a two-front zone. That's what we used to call it, but allowing that jumper allows for kind of an easy shot for them. Get those 2 points on the board. Longmont now dropping into a full court press, causing a fast break, like I said earlier, and a nice fake out, and Tegan putting it back.
Tigers practice that press so much that I think breaking it is something that's a little
Yeah. Because? Jackson's camera doesn't even matter because he hasn't done a thing the whole entire time.
Why didn't you tell him to do stuff?
I did, he didn't have his headset on. He's fixing it.
Right now we don't. Oh, we do have camera 3. He's not even following the ball.
Jackson? He's not doing anything. Should I actually? Will and K-Dog said that Jackson should get no points. And me, I also agree with that.
Me too, I agree.
said he agrees. He said he agrees. Will's camera also is like, it'll like go black, and it'll freeze. That happened a lot, like 5-10 times. Yeah. I don't think we're live.
We are live.
We are live, actually.
Definitely live. Just our audio's not live.
It's just the audio that's not working, he said.
And there's Jackson doing nothing.
The whole entire time. I would switch to him, and then I'd be like, what is this guy doing?
Check. Check 1, 2. Can you hear me out of that? Check 1, 2.
Wait, do it again?
Shoot.
I think I could.
Yeah, we don't want that. Check. Check. That's not what we want at all. I'm not getting any of the... Okay, that makes sense. I have to go up there. Check, check. Check, check. Check. Folks, we are experiencing some audio technical difficulties. Our entire network crashed. We did get the game back up. The good news is it looks like Erie is going to cruise on to victory. Unfortunately, Cole is alone in the bird's nest calling this game by himself, and no one's there to hear him. So we will try and fix that as we get to the boys' game, as we continue on with our live look in here in the last 48 seconds of this match. Up. Check.